Hello heathens, my name is Happy Viking and welcome to Frothy Pint of Metal, a show where I take a look at the young and unsung rock bands of the day and give them the attention they deserve. And today, I'm talking about Vindicator. Vindicator, 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 Vindicator. Vindicator was formed by the Stone brothers, Vic and Jesse, with their buddy Marshall Law with a simple dream in mind: to fuck shit up, to smash, bash, crash, slash, and thrash, making fat stacks of cash all the livelong day, the Bay Area way, taking cues from bands like Exodus, Testament, and Metallica, and combining them all into one decimating, devastating, violating, vindicating whole. They've got attitude, batitude, and ratitude, and they're going to sear the satitude right from your very soul with blazing guitar solos and red-hot post-apocalyptic aggression. They've played alongside such thrash masters as Overkill, Destruction, Creator, and the aforementioned Exodus, going out there and representing the proud, loud, and rowdy thrash capital of South Amherst, Ohio? Huh. Apparently, Cleveland rocks. Who knew? But the one thing that everybody should know is that Vindicator is tits and also the shit. Tits and the shit. Typically when you combine those two, you just get an infection and someone screaming at you, but in Vindicator's case, everything comes out smelling like roses. Vindicator is retro thrash at its finest, which is really saying something since retro thrash is inherently fine. I know I've made my fetish for old school rock loud and clear on numerous occasions, but you really gotta understand the specific appeal of the kind of music that Vindicator plays. Like, you turn on the radio nowadays and half the songs are explicitly about Nicki Minaj's ass, and the other half are implicitly about Nicki Minaj's ass. I don't care about Nicki Minaj's ass. I've seen so much of her ass and stared so deeply into that great protuberant abyss that the novelty simply isn't there anymore. No one cares. No buts about it. The point is, the mainstream sucks. But you know what was mainstream in the 1980s? Thrash metal. Bands like Metallica and Megadeth were at the top of the heap, dominating pop culture like a plague, and metal in general was more popular than it had ever been, resonating with an entire generation of bitter, disenfranchised fuckheads. Shit was awesome. And even now, that sound of 80s style thrash metal still carries that heavy feeling of pride and glory, which Vindicator perfectly captures.
You hold it back. Primal instinct to pride. That which you lack. Really what makes you deceased in the water. Finding no air, no time to prepare. Dead in the water. For the blackened abyss and the aquatic slaughter.
There's nothing about Vindicator that sounds inauthentic or insincere. They're having fun. Vindicator makes songs about serial killers, zombies, nuclear war, inhuman monsters, government conspiracies, and basically everything we thought was cool when we were teenagers. And, let's be honest here, everything we still think is cool today. Because, just like thrash metal, some things just never go out of style. I may not like most modern thrash, but 80s thrash is like nectar from the teat of a well-bosomed Valkyrie. It's just plain delicious. I'm pretty sure that the commonly accepted vernacular for someone who can't appreciate 80s thrash is basic ass bitch, for it is truly the most basic bitch that cannot find joy in For Whom the Bell Tolls. Ask not for whom it tolls for these nuts, all up in your non-appreciative grill, mocking you, your lackluster taste in music, and your lackluster penis. Vindicator's grill, however, is far more appreciative of its 80s era predecessors, as any one of their songs will undoubtedly prove. Vindicator is also the rare kind of band that starts out great and then gets greater. I've said some crazy shit in the past, but this may be the only band wherein I'm in danger of overhyping it. As if I wasn't talking the band up already by claiming them to be the second coming of thrash metal's glory days, I have to go and say they're even better than that. But fuck it, man. This happened with the addition of former Holy Grail guitarist James LaRue. Vindicator already had sick shredding, but the addition of LaRue took them past the danger zone and into a stranger zone that Kenny Loggins could never have prepared us for. Whatever this zone is, the only thing we can be absolutely sure of is that the guitar work therein will be nothing short of incredible. James LaRue's guitar solos are so face-melting that they make the Ark of the Covenant look like a Dutch oven. God himself farting right in your face is a less memorable and life-changing experience than listening to Vindicator. How's that for overhyping? Because fuck you, it is justified. In contrast to their strong guitar work, Vindicator have never had much luck with singers. Marshall Law was the original man on the microphone, but when he left, Vic Stone took up vocal duties, and neither of them have been particularly spectacular. They're not bad by any means, they've got decent power, melody, and clarity, but they're just decent, not anything special. You won't be getting the booming presence of Chuck Billy or the raw inhuman charisma of the recently departed Odorous Urungas here, blessed be his holy name. This isn't much of a problem since the songwriting still completely makes up for it, but if you were really aching for things to nitpick, which, as an internet critic I'm supposed to be, the vocals are really the only thing you could complain about. But even so, when they're singing about dope shit like this, fuck it, man. Who cares? Let the heads and the good times roll.
That is not dead, which can eternal lie. And with strange eon demon death may die. That is not dead, which can eternal lie. And with strange eon demon death may die.
It's just like they say, haters gonna hate. But why hate when you can vindicate? Why abhor when you can adore? And why talk smack when you can bring the glory days back? But, you know, it is okay to not like Vindicator. It's okay, because it takes a lot of courage and integrity to proudly declare yourself a basic-ass bitch. Go ahead and not like Vindicator. Be proud of who you are, and shout it from the rooftops like the basic bitch you are. And for those of you who are less basic but equally proud, go to the rooftops anyway, but play Vindicator at the loudest volume you can muster, and then play it even louder, because, hey, we gotta drown out all these basic bitches. Vindicator is sick. It harkens back to an age where thrash was young and rambunctious and not old and apathetic and clearly not giving a shit. When the nuclear apocalypse comes, Vindicator will be both the swan song of humanity and the anthem for the nuclear zombie civilization that will immediately take its place. But whether it's heralding the death of nations or the nation of death, it will be fucking metal. Rock on, Vindicator. Rock on.
Give it up for Vindicator, everybody! Woo! Fuck yeah!
I'm Happy Viking, and you've just been served a frothy pint of metal. Rock on and drink responsibly. And now, if you would excuse me, I'm going to go off and enjoy some fine, intellectually stimulating visual media. Take it easy, everybody.
After some noise and aggression, conquer all the
Okay, I lied. Sue me.
time we survive, swallow fear to stay alive, poisoning your alibis.